Hey, please help me out with my heel flip. I can flip it almost every time, but first my ollie, and then my heel flip. My ollie. Great, so let's check this out. Nice bend, pop, slide the foot up. Got some air time, good, I like the ollie. And now my heel flip. Okay, so on that one we got about a half of a flip. That one was flipped much better. Also that one. Great, so it looks like you're stepping off with your back foot, which is good. That's a good way to practice. It's a good way to get used to learning how to get the heel flip down. Good, I'm glad you showed me your foot position. The front foot looks good. We could move your back foot back a little bit just to help even the board out in the air. Cool, so the first thing I want to go over with you is how vitally important it is to get down every single one of these steps. Riding basics, how to ollie, front side 180, back side 180, pop shove it, front shove, heel flip, then kick flip. You showed me your ollie, which is good. I'm not sure if you have the front and back side 180s or if you really mastered your riding or not. Because obviously in this area, I don't even know where you're riding. We might need to go out into some streets and just ride around for a bit. But it will help you out build your board control. So then by the time you get to the heel flip, you're ready. Cool, so on a few of these, you did flip it pretty well. And I can see why you are continuing to practice the heel flip. But yeah, just take my advice and go back to those previous tricks and make sure you have them down very, very well before you move on to the further steps. Cool, so here's my foot position. It's very similar to yours, except I think that my back foot on the tail there is just perched back in the corner a little bit more. I do that because it helps me keep the board from turning from side to side in the air. The heel flip is kind of an awkward trick, and honestly I'm not like super great at them, but that's one of the like little secret tricks that I use to get better at them. Cool, so practice this motion right here, and just practice just dragging that part of your foot that's going to be flipping the board on the heel flip just right up off the top edge there. Similar to the kick flip, only you're using a different part of your foot to spin the board, and the board is spinning the other direction. So it's spinning off the toe side there, flicked with your heel. So check this out. You see which part of my foot is hitting the board right there? Boom, right up off the front top of the nose. The better you have your ollies down, the better you'll be able to do your heel flip. But also, by adding in the front side 180, back side 180, shove it, and front shove, you're just adding in a lot of board control and getting used to being able to move your board and just land on it no matter what happens. The thing with building up board control in your skateboard is that it helps you learn every single trick no matter what. Cool, so now this is the step. You're kind of doing this already by just stepping off your back foot, but obviously you can work on flicking it better and just leveling out your board in the air a little better. But again, learning all of the previous tricks are going to help with that greatly. Cool, so after you get stepping off your back foot, then step off with your front foot and put your back foot on. These are kind of the little gradient steps that I broke down to help people so they don't get stuck just trying to land with both feet every time. But once you get landing with one foot and then the other foot, then just go straight into fully committing and landing with both feet. Cool, so if you do those steps, I think you'll get the heel flip down. Well, I know you'll get the heel flip down. But yeah, again, it is so important to learn all of those previous tricks. And by learn them, I don't mean like, I've landed a pop shove it, or I've landed a frontside shove it. I mean, you can land them consistently. Let's throw out the number 6 out of 10 tries. So 6 out of 10 tries, you got your pop shove it's. Then you're probably pretty comfortable with that trick where you don't have to think about it too much and your board control is built up nicely. This principle of building up your board control one step at a time is the whole thing that Skateboarding Made Simple is built on. So if any of you guys are learning the basics, get that video, do every single step, and just master your skateboarding. Click the red annotation and get the video to start progressing super fast today. Thanks for your guys' help and support.